Okay, what I'm going to show here is the Altair running Microsoft Basic, CPM and some software. So I'm not going to describe all the switches on the front, but I'm just demonstrating how it works. So if you were to use one of them on a PC, this is how it would work today. Let's turn this sucker off. So what we're doing is connecting this Altair to a computer using a serial cable, and I'm using a USB to serial converter from the PC because I don't have a serial port on the back to communicate with the Altair. So the Altair, this is an Altair clone, does everything a real Altair does. I mean, you can put real hardware in there and all that, but it has virtual drives in there so that you can play with it rather than install virtual drives. So anyway, so what you're looking at, that's the basic boot up there. So I'm going to load some custom software configuration program that's in this clone, and you'll see at the top of the screen there, the black box, that's actually a terminal window on the PC that I'm looking at. So I'm going to click a couple of switches there. Okay, so that's like an administration ROM that allows you to do some administrative tasks and see what the floppies are. So let's have a look at the floppy. I'll just click on the, I'll show what I mean. So it's telling me it's got 3 virtual floppies because I don't have any hardware floppies. So drive 0 is CPM 2.2, which was actually the original operating system I started programming in my first job. Programming CD86 Basic, compiling that to XE and COM, and having a hell of a time. Yeah, there's on the next drive, it's Altair DOS, and I loaded up the third drive, which is a games disk, which was a lot better than what was there in the first place. So what we're going to do is boot that CPM, and once we're in CPM, in the terminal window, communicating at 9600 baud to the Altair, back and forth. And this is how they did it back in the day, but they had what we call a dumb terminal or a wise terminal, which is the keyboard and the screen that communicated serial to the Altair. So it wasn't a computer, but it was just a dumb terminal. We're basically simulating a dumb terminal on that screen there. So I'm going to control back to the Altair. Okay, try that again. Thank you. Controls return to the Altair. So we're back at the Altair. So I'm not going to go into these switches, but like, this is how you essentially hook everything up. Examine. These 3 go down. Bang. There we go, man. So if you look in the terminal, you've got the CPM booted up, which is really cool. So that means that we can use commands like, it's like DOS, but like the first disk is drive A. I think it's better than DOS, but anyway. Do a dir, and that'll show us what's on there. So on there you can see, yeah, there's the standard COM files, which are the same as small XE files. And Basic, which is Microsoft Basic. But what I'm going to do is going to go to drive C, load up Microsoft Basic and run some software. And you can see when I'm doing stuff, you can see the lights on the front flashing, which is really sexy. So, but anyway, let's have a look, man. There I are. A lot of basic files on there, which is cool. A lot of games. Let me see if I can see something. Probably something else in there. Oh, there's Eliza. You can talk to Eliza. Okay, let's run Eliza and have a look, man. AI is the flavour of the day. Right, so that'll fire up in Microsoft Basic, load up Eliza and start running it. So let's do it. There we go. Look at that, man. That's beautiful. Microsoft Basic loaded on an Altair. There's Eliza. What's your problem? I am not a millionaire. Has it been a millionaire? Yet. Just having a bit of a problem with that. Don't tell me I've crashed Eliza. Oh, there we go. That's cool. It's slower than normal computers. Let me say, do you have any psychological? Classic. Let's do a control C and have a look at the code. Okay, we say. Always wondered how Eliza was programmed. Right, so there's all the data there. Awesome. It's got everything here. Data finding my replies. I have to go through that one day and have a squeeze. Samurai. That's pretty cool, man. Look at that code. Anyway, this is all running on an Altair. I mean, this is just brilliant. Like, what the hell happened there? Go back. System takes you back to the operating system, the CPM operating system. So there we are. So that is cool. That is really cool. I'm going to load up one of those discs with Zork, because I have a Zork disk image that ran on the Altair. So I'm going to load that up next to make another video with that running. But like, that's basically how you communicate and talk to the thing. Another thing I will say is this is a clone, and it's all running on one PIC chip, which is really cool. Because the PIC chips are so powerful these days that, you know, an Altair is just like a fraction of the processing power needed on those chips. So anyway, so it's one PIC chip inside, but like, it does everything and operates exactly the same as an Altair. It is an Altair, right? You can put the hardware in the back if you want, or you can, you know, use those virtual drives. The website is altairclone.com. I found it down, so I contacted the owner and told him what the problem was with the htaccess file. He set it back up again, and they had to redirect because some people were trying to DDoS it. At the end of the day, the website's back up. I copied the whole thing just in case it goes down again, and that took me 3 hours. So I have every single download, so if I can just enable that, you'll see. So yeah, so I knocked off the whole website. That's just the HTML files and images and all that sort of stuff. But more to the point is these downloads. This is every Altair download that has been accumulated over time and collated. It took me 3 hours. I had to do every single file by itself. I couldn't FTP, so I had to, well, it was FTP, but I had to get in there, right click and save out every single file and get it all down, and I verified it all. I got every manual ever made, which is really cool. You can simulate cassettes, cassette loading, a whole bunch of stuff. Here's basic programs in there. This is floppy disk. It's just an accounting package for crying out loud. Basic programs. I loaded that games disc there into the third disc that we originally saw, and what I'm going to do next is downloads CPM. So CPM's like DOS. 22, I believe there's Zorky. Right, so what I'm going to do next is load that Zork disk up, boot off it, and play Zork. So that's it for this one. So cool.